area should have a website, no matter how small the nonprofit, no matter how limited the resources. Anne-Marie Harrington is president and founder of Emboldened Design, a leading web development firm based in Pawtucket with clients that include PBS, the Rhode Island Foundation, and Brown University. In fact, I read an article this week in the Rhode Island College newsletter that says you have 75 clients in this area and general region?
Yes, actually we do have clients both in the local region and the national region. We have clients all over the country.
I guess everybody needs a website. Absolutely everybody these days, right? Just to stay competitive?
Yeah, I think so. I think particularly the nonprofit community needs to have websites. And the reason for that is that if having a website, you can get your message out, you can talk directly to your constituents and your communities, but most importantly, it's a very powerful medium. You can get your message out very quickly and cost-effective.
You would expect the big nonprofits would have one, but it may be difficult for the smaller nonprofits with their limited resources.
It can be difficult. It really depends. I think an important thing to think about, Frank, is that you really want to work with a web developer who has experience with nonprofits. And the reason for that is it doesn't have to be expensive. There's lots of low-cost, effective tools out there that can really help nonprofits achieve their missions.
All right, and another of the things you've listed is that you need to get a concrete sense of the steps required to build an effective website. That's suggestion number 2.
Yeah, suggestion number 2 is, you know, when you think about the web, I think a lot of times it seems like this thing that's hard to grasp. It's an abstract thing. I think the technology is sometimes difficult for people to understand what's going on. So you really need to work with a web developer who understands the steps of web development. There's some very clear, concrete chunks of information that you need to know and steps that you need to go through. And I think any web developer who's worked with nonprofits will be able to walk you through that.
Yeah, and we mentioned limited resources for some of the smaller nonprofits. And you suggest that building a website doesn't take as much shkadol as you might expect.
That's right. I think a lot of folks, particularly the nonprofits, may think that they are completely outside of their resources and not affordable. But there are really good tools out there that nonprofits can use, particularly around when we're looking at online fundraising, or we're looking at folks who want to be able to send out newsletters to their community through email. There's lots of tools out there, particularly when you're looking at being able to update your site, add content to your site. There's things out there that nonprofits can use, and again, any web developer who works with nonprofits would be able to tell you what those tools are.
All right, well, hopefully we've sparked some interest in that community and elsewhere to develop or improve a website if you haven't already. And Anne-Marie Harrington from Emboldened Design, we thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
That's our business report this Friday morning. News items in our next half hour include expansion of a local prison facility, a sentence in one drunk driving case, and dismissal of related charges in another. A dispute over